StadiumDB.com presents Biggest Football Derby Stadiums. Hi! Derby games are some of the most exciting matches in football. Two teams battling for supremacy in an area, ferocious supporters and a boiling stadium where the mood of the fans for the next days or weeks is decided. Today we will consider as many as 12 such matches and show the stadiums where these exciting clashes take place. Fasten up your seatbelts and let's get started. A part of the Superclasico, a match between Boca Juniors and River Plate, is of course La Bombonera, officially known as Estadio Alberto J. Armando. It is shaped like a box of chocolates, hence its name derived from the Spanish word Bombonera. Considered the loudest football stadium in the world, La Bombonera also attracts fans with its culinary offerings, including Argentina's famous beef empanadas. Estadio más Monumental, also known as Estadio Monumental Antonio Vespuccio Liberti, on the other hand, is the home stadium of Club Atlético River Plate. It is the largest stadium in Argentina with a capacity of more than 70,000 spectators. In 1953, the stadium set a world record for attendance at a football match, when more than 130,000 people watched a friendly match between River Plate and Uruguayan club Peñarol. Meanwhile, we head over the border with Brazil, where we will visit the stadium of Derbi Paulista, between Corinthians and Palmeiras. Neo Química Arena, originally known as Arena Corinthians, is a hub of excitement in São Paulo, with a seating capacity of 49,205. Before this stadium was built, the team played at the Estadio de Pacaembu, a monumental stadium that became a landmark of downtown São Paulo as early as 1940 when it opened. What about the home of Palmeiras? Allianz Parque, also known as Palestra Italia Arena, is a marvel of multi-purpose design in the Pompeia village. Meeting all FIFA standards, it stands on the site of the former Palestra Italia Stadium. The venue, also popularly known as Parque Antártica, is a historic ground, and it originally belonged to the Companhia Antártica Paulista, a brewing company. Are there any football derbies in Europe known for more ferocity than the Old Firm derby? It has reflected and contributed to political, social and religious division and sectarianism in Scotland. Celtic Park, affectionately known as Paradise by its fans, is the largest football stadium in Scotland and the 8th largest in the UK, with a capacity of 60,832. The record attendance for an Old Firm derby here was an astounding 83,500 in 1938. Ibrox Stadium, the home of Rangers Football Club, offers a contrasting history and ambience. The venue originally opened in 1899 but underwent significant renovations following tragedies in 1902 and 1971, leading to the current all-seater design. Ibrox is known for its intimidating atmosphere, especially for visiting fans, as demonstrated when Rangers temporarily banned Celtic fans in 1994 due to damage incurred during previous derbies. We stay in the UK, where you can't miss the Merseyside Derby. The largest victory in the derby's history was a 6-0 win by Liverpool over Everton in 1935. Anfield, home of Liverpool FC since 1892, holds many fascinating tales. It was named after the suburb it resides in, Anfield, located in northern Liverpool near Stanley Park. Initially, it was the home of Liverpool's rivals, Everton FC, from its inception in 1884 until a dispute led Everton to move to Goodison Park. The stadium has undergone significant expansion, including a rebuild of the main stand in 2016. Goodison Park, Everton FC's bastion since 1892, boasts its own unique history. The stadium was a host venue for the 1966 FIFA World Cup, and it proudly was the first English football stadium to have a 4-sided clock. It will be interesting to see after a few decades how the Merseyside derby statistics compare between Anfield Stadium and Everton Stadium at Bramley Dock. Staying in the Premier League, Manchester Derby, a fiery rivalry between Manchester United and Manchester City, encapsulates the spirit of histories of the two stadiums, Old Trafford and Etihad Stadium. Old Trafford, known as the Theatre of Dreams, is Manchester United's legendary home ground. Opened in 1910, it is the largest club stadium in the UK, with a seating capacity of over 74,000. It has also been the stage for Sir Alex Ferguson's 27 years of unparalleled success, where he led the club to win 38 major trophies. On the other side, Etihad Stadium, the home of Manchester City since 2003, replaced their previous ground, Main Road. When the Germans bombed Old Trafford during the Second World War, the Red Devils played their home games at Main Road. When it comes to Etihad, Erling Haaland and Phil Foden have already scored hat-tricks against the Red Devils at the new stadium in the blue part of Manchester. Interestingly, this happened on the same day. Also, the North London Derby, a highly anticipated rivalry between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur, is deeply intertwined with the histories of their stadiums. Emirates Stadium has been a home to Arsenal since 2006, with a seating capacity exceeding 60,000. It was third largest football stadium in England. The stadium's construction began in 2004 and was completed in 2006, costing around £390 million. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, opened in 2019, replaced Tottenham's former home, White Hart Lane, which served as the home of Tottenham for 118 years, from 1899 until 2017. The new stadium's unique architectural features include 35,000 decorative tiles on its exterior, and it's designed with the closest seats to the pitch in the Premier League. The pitch is made up of 3 steel sections, weighing more than the Eiffel Tower when combined. We're halfway through our derby journey, so it's the perfect time to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. Write in the comments which derby is your favorite. And now it's time for Spain and El Derbi Madrileño. Estadio Santiago Bernabéu, the home ground of Real Madrid, was constructed under the presidency of Santiago Bernabéu himself, starting in 1944. It was initially named Nuevo Estadio Chamartín, but was later renamed in honor of President Bernabéu in 1955. Initially hosting 75,145 spectators, the stadium underwent several expansions, peaking at a capacity of 125,000. When it comes to Atletico, the journey from the historic Vicente Calderón Stadium, which served as the home of the club for 51 years, to Estadio Metropolitano reflects the club's development. The stadium, underrated according to many, features an amazing roof, but its facade could look more modern. Either way, Atletico has a great stadium. How can it be used for the 2030 World Cup? Straight from Spain, we end up in Germany, where fans get excited about Riviera Derby. Signal Iduna Park, home to Borussia Dortmund, stands as Germany's largest football stadium with a seating capacity of over 80,000. This legendary venue is known for its electrifying atmosphere, largely due to the Yellow Wall, the largest freestanding stand in Europe, accommodating more than 25,000 fans. Veltins-Arena, the fortress of FC Schalke 04, has a seating capacity of over 62,000. Its retractable roof, a marvel of engineering, can open and close within 30 minutes, allowing for events in all weather conditions. Like Signal Iduna Park, it hosted matches during the 2006 FIFA World Cup too. The stadium includes its own brewery, Veltins Brewery, producing the popular Veltins Pilsner beer. By the way, can you come up with any derby that is played in the same stadium? You must have thought of San Siro and Derbi della Madonnina. San Siro, also known as the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza, opened in 1926 and has become home to 2 great rivals, AC Milan and Inter Milan. Sadly, the vast majority of these derby matches are now in history, with Milan and Inter set to move to their new stadiums from the 2028-29 season. Until then, however, let's admire San Siro. We've just been to the capital of fashion, so it's time for the capital of this entire scenic country. Derby della Capitale, also known as the Rome Derby, is a match between Rome's two leading clubs, AS Roma and Lazio. The central venue for these fierce encounters is Stadio Olimpico, a monumental stadium that has witnessed these rivalries since 1953. One of the fun facts about the Derby della Capitale is that the eagle, Lazio's mascot, and the wolf, AS Roma symbol, used to have their duels before the match, adding extra drama to the encounters. And now something for real football connoisseurs. Derby of eternal enemies, known as the rivalry between Greek football clubs Olympiacos and Panathinaikos, is one of the most electrifying encounters in European football. Stádio Georgios Karaiskakis, Olympiacos' home arena, is located in the port of Piraeus. Its uniqueness lies in the intense atmosphere. A sea of red and white colors, vibrating with chants and cheers, creates an incredible aura during matches. Panathinaikos Stadium's Stádio Apostolos Nikolaidis is one of the oldest stadiums in Greece. Its architecture and fans sitting close to the pitch intensify the excitement. In the history of the derby, there have been matches that have been interrupted or cancelled due to excessive emotions and unrest. Even though we swap Greece for Turkey at the end, we still stay on very hot ground, at least football-wise. Kittalararassa Derby is a match between Fenerbahce and Galatasaray. Kittalararassa Derby is also a symbolic battle of two continents. Çukur Saracoğlu Stadium, located in the Asian part of Istanbul, was extensively renovated in the early 21st century. Its architectural layout provides incredible acoustics, making the cheering of Fenerbahce fans supposedly audible even across the Bosphorus. Galatasaray fans, on the other hand, have their fortress at Ramspark. The club had been looking forward for decades to a new stadium worthy of Turkey's leading club. The design called for construction on a hill in the northwest of Istanbul. The Seyrantepe's hill on the city's ring road was enlarged, and supporters soon renamed it Aslantepe or Lion Hill. It is here on the border of two continents that we conclude our exciting adventure into the biggest derby matches in the world. Write in the comments which derby electrifies you the most, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future videos.